guys, me and Joe went to a little craft fair event today. I have some things to show you guys. You know, I love going to those events and I love supporting small businesses. I was really, really happy. I thought I was going to have to miss it. It is one of my favorites that happens from May to October. Originally, they used to do them every week. Then they started doing them every other week. And now they only do them once a month. They said they're focusing more on quality versus quantity. I will say now they're bigger. Like there's at least 90 to 100 vendors. But it does kind of suck because it's like if I have something that Saturday, that's it. I have to wait a whole nother month. And it was originally supposed to be yesterday. I'm filming this on Sunday. It was supposed to be yesterday on the Saturday. And me and Joe were moving. If you guys don't notice the background, I am in my new apartment. So I thought I was going to have to miss it. But it ended up changing because of a rain date. It was supposed to downpour here yesterday. It did rain, but not as bad as they thought it was going to rain. So thankfully, we were okay to move our things. I mean, most of our stuff was in boxes anyway. The only like furniture we moved was the bookshelves, my TV unit, the TV, but like my cozy chair was already here. My mattress was already here. Like things I would worry about getting like wet were basically already in the apartment. So it wasn't too bad because we did get our keys on Monday. So we've only been here about a week, but we're slowly moving things in because we have the keys to the old place till the 30th. So we moved things in slowly throughout the week. This Saturday, we did a big chunk of all the living room, library, and kitchen things. And the following Saturday, we're going to focus on like the bedrooms, clothes, and closets. And then the final last Saturday of the month will be basically all the other little things. So because it got moved, because of the rain day, I was able to go today. So we got one thing that is a gift. This is a gift for Joe's cousin. Her birthday's in August. I already have something for her that I bought from another small business. And then I also got her this. So these are those little crochet characters that are really in right now. This one specifically comes in this really cute little box. And they're called Pocket Pals. They were only like $10. She is super duper into mallard ducks right now. I don't know why they're so popular all of a sudden. Mallard ducks and geese and like all this stuff. But when I saw that, I was like, oh good, I can support a little business and I will finish her gift nice and early. So I got to put it in a safe spot. And then I treated myself to one thing. So this is a mystery bag. One thing. I got myself a lot of things from another business. But anyway, one thing from this business. And this says, it has hints. And it says 16-ounce mini cup, Disney-inspired, Cinderella-inspired. It was only $5. She had bigger bags. She had like $10, $15, $20 bags. But they all included clothes. Because she does make t-shirts. But none of the t-shirts came in my size. So I said, I don't want to get the bigger bags because I'm not going to be able to enjoy what's in them. So I believe this one is just a cup. It feels like it's just a cup. For $5, that's not bad. I figured if I don't end up loving the cup, because I'm only going to keep it if I absolutely love it, I will give it away. I have a friend who works with me. She's a para in one of my classrooms. She loves Disney. She loves Cinderella. She's been having a tough time lately. Her grandmother recently passed away. So I figured I could pass this on over to her. So let's open this up for $5. Let's see what we got. I'm very curious. Oh, it's cute. I'm probably still going to pass it along. But it is really cute. It's all just like little symbols of Cinderella. So there's her glass slipper. There's the pumpkin, the mouse, her blue dress. Really, really cute. I'm not a fan that the cover doesn't match. Like, I wish it was blue, but maybe that's why she had a lot left over and put them in mystery bags. But for $5, it was a cute little thing, and I will pass it along. All right, then where I spent majority of my money was at a blind date with a book business. They are one of my favorites to partake in because you guys can tell, obviously. I love to read. I have a big library behind me. My medication ended up in this bag. We ran to the old house afterwards to get a few things. Why can't I find the other one? Guys, I have been a hot mess. Living out of 2 houses right now has been so difficult. Joe, I can't find one of the collars. Didn't they both go in this bag? Oh, found it. Okay. And then we went, there was a business, we've bought bandanas from her before. She sells cat and dog treats, collars, bandanas, catnip mats and treats. We purchased 2 collars from her. They were $5 each. We thought with the little bow, it was so dang adorable. They each come with a bell. Mango's looking at it right now. And the bell's nice too, because then I can kind of hear where they're going. So we got this purple one for Mango. We thought it would look really good against his orange fur. And then this pink one for Smokey. Figured it would look really good against her gray fur. And this one's almost like a velvet. It's super soft. She only had big bags, so I was like, don't worry about it. I'll just throw it in my pocket. So I threw it in this bag. So now I am really excited to open up my blind dates with the book. I ended up purchasing a few other things from her, which I've never done that before. I have bought from this business before. She goes there a lot. I ended up picking up 2 book sleeves from her. I knew that was going to happen. I own a lot of book sleeves. I don't have a table around me. It's not my usual setup. But I love that these are almost like, can you hear that? They're almost like rainproof, which is like perfect for like by the pool, by the beach. I have one of these that Wendy got me, I believe from Amazon. I think it was on my wish list, and it was like Gilmore Girls themed one. Well, here's another one. It's a little different than the one she got me, but definitely screams Gilmore Girls. And I like this one too because it has like a strap, so I can easily carry it. And then it has another pocket in the front, which you guys know I love having the pocket in the front because I'll throw like my wallet in there, I'll throw my purse, and just walk this right out the door. But it says, I smell snow, which is Lorelai's famous line. Paul Anka, her dog. We have the Stars Hollow sign, the famous gazebo. We have the Luke's Diner logo. Dragonfly, because she owns Dragonfly Inn. A stack of books. Like, you know, it just screams Gilmore Girls. The no cell phone logo from Luke's. And then I just got this plain black one. I figured if I ever just want to, you know, not clash that day. And, you know, you never know. If I'm wearing like a cute little dress or something and I just want like something like cute and neutral to go along with me. It's that same material. It has the nice zipper top. So I don't have to worry about anything getting wet on the inside. And then again, it has that little pocket. Oh, this pocket's different. Oh, so this pocket is just normal. This pocket had Velcro. I don't know if you guys noticed that. But they were $15 each, was not bad at all because the other small business I buy them from, they're usually around $25. So I was like, that's not bad. And then, like I said, I bought blind dates with a book. I also wanted to save the books for last. Let me see, can I? She was like, she didn't have any big bags, so she kind of had to shove everything in here. Okay. So before we get to the books, there is like at least 4 books, but actually more because this one has multiple books. You guys are going to see that in a minute. I picked up this coaster. I thought it was so cute. I have my big cozy chair near my bookshelf on that side. The light was just closer to this side, so I'm on Joe's beach chair for now. But I figured I'm going to get like a little side table or something and leave this on that side table near my bookshelves. Or I could even like display it on my bookshelves with a little easel. But it says Chasing the Scholastic Book Fair High. And it's so cute. It's a really nice thick ceramic, and it has the cork on the back so it doesn't like damage your furniture. She was selling this for $7. And then she had these bookmarks for $8 a piece. She had a lot of different ones. But I love butterflies. I have a butterfly tattooed behind my ear, and I love feathers. So this one really spoke to me. So this one is a silver feather. And then the chain has a silver butterfly. And it's almost 3D. It's like layered. I don't know if you guys can see that. Literally, the wings have like 2 layers. So it literally looks like the butterfly is like flying. I don't think the camera's picking up on that. And then it has this cute little ball filled with like glitter. And there's even like a tiny, tiny little flower. Super cute. And then I got the gold version. So there's the silver version and the beads are pink. And this is the gold version and the little beads are blue. So I treated myself to the 2 of these. And then we will get into the books. I'm going to save the big chunk one for the end because I think that's the one that like I'm the most excited to break into. So let's do these 3 first. So there's little hints. That's what a blind date with the book is about. And then you get a few little goodies. So with her, we get a bookmark and we get a packet of tea. I always just go by what the book, if it sounds good, not really by the goodies. I'm not even a huge tea person in general, but especially not black tea. Joe likes black tea though. So there's Twinings Irish Breakfast Black Tea. There's a cute little book. Oh, it's Van Gogh. Rainbow, Keep Your Spirit Free. That's cute. But I got it mostly because of the description. So it says biography / romance / pop culture / TV nonfiction. I don't usually get nonfictions, but I do like biographies if the person interests me. So I was like, I'm probably not going to get this. I don't know who it is. But then when I read it, it says she has interviewed dozens of producers, contestants, and celebrities to give readers never before told details of the show's inner workings. Dark, juicy tale of producer manipulation and revelations about the alcohol-fueled debauchery that occurs long before the fantasy suite. So even if I don't know who the biography is about, she interviews famous people. So I'm like, that actually sounds really interesting. Even if I don't know who this person is, I'm sure I'm going to recognize people that are in the book. So let's open this up and see what biography it is. If you guys want to make your guesses down below, do that now before I open it. It says it came out in 2018 and it is hardcover. I believe her prices are $10 for hardcover. Might be $12 for hardcover, $10 for paperback. So not bad at all. Because, you know, most books go for more than that. And then never mind, you're getting a few little goodies to go with it. And it's just a cute little concept because it's a blind date with the book. Okay, I had a feeling, especially because it said fantasy suite. I was like, I wonder if this has to do with The Bachelor. Now, I do not watch The Bachelor. I know the concept of it. I'm sure I've seen seasons way back in the day, but I have not watched The Bachelor in a very, very long time. I've moved out of my mom's house 6 years ago. Yeah, 2019. And I have not had cable since. So definitely since at least that. But that doesn't mean I don't like the concept of the show. And I do like reality TV. So Bachelor Nation, inside the world of America's favorite guilty pleasure. This does sound really good. By Amy Kaufman. The first definitive, unauthorized, behind-the-scenes cultural history of the Bachelor franchise, Americans' favorite guilty pleasure. And it, oh my God. And this came out in, 2018, and it's still on. So it says, for 16 years and 35 seasons, now it's even more, the Bachelor franchise has been a mainstay in the lives of American television viewers. While premiered in 2002, the show's popularity has only grown. Best-selling writers and famous actors live tweet about it. Die-hard fans dubbed Bachelor Nation participate in fantasy leagues and viewing parties, and more than 8 million viewers tuned in to see the conclusion of 2017 season of The Bachelor. Amy Kaufman is a proud member of Bachelor Nation and has a long history with the franchise. ABC even banned her from attending show events after her coverage of the program got a little too real for its liking. She has interviewed dozens of producers, contestants, and celebrity fans to give readers never before told detail of the show's inner workings and what it's like to be trapped in the mansion bubble. Dark, juicy tales of producer manipulation and revelations about the alcohol-fueled debauchery that occurs long before the fantasy suite. Kaufman also explores what our fascination means culturally, what the show says about the way we view so-called ideal suitors, why we have a subconscious yearning for fairy tale romance, and how this enduring television show has shaped society's feelings about love, marriage, and feminism by appealing to a marriage plot that's as old as the best of Jane Austen. That's the only reason why The Bachelor never really spoke to me, because I'm like, it's a bunch of women for one man. Like, I do like dating shows. Like, you guys know I watch Love is Blind. I've watched Married at First Sight. But I don't know, like, it's like these women are going there and they don't even know who the guy is. I guess Married at First Sight, they don't really know who they are too. But like Love is Blind, like at least they have to choose somebody there, see if they're interested. Here it's like you don't even know who they are and then you're automatically on this show. And it's like, what if you're not even interested in them? I feel like half of them lie just to be on the show. So I'm really curious to read that, honestly. Let me know what you guys think. This one, it says Young Adult Contemporary, came out in 2012. It says, all he desires is to manage his Tourette's and live as a normal teenager. This is what that sounded really good. A routine hospital visit changes everything. He overhears that he's going to die. In an attempt to claim the life he's always wanted, he decides to grant himself parting wishes. And this one has an Earl Grey tea, this cute little bookmark that has like mushrooms, which is very popular right now. So when I saw that he overhears he's gonna die, I was like, ooh, this sounds really good. So I picked up this one as well. The last one was hardcover. This one is soft cover, I can tell. But let's see what book we have here. See, this one's listed as $9.99. So even if I paid $9.99, I basically got what it's worth. So not bad. Oh, okay, I've never heard of this one. When Mr. Dog Bites, Life, Death, Love, and Swearing. His life is a constant battle to keep the bad stuff in. The swearing, the ticks, the howling dog that escapes when things are at their worst. Dylan's only solaces are his best friends, Amir, who stands by Dylan even during the worst episodes, and his crush on the troubled but gorgeous Michelle Mowley. Then, during a routine hospital visit, Dylan overhears some shocking news. He has less than a year to live. Quickly, he writes a bucket list promising to find Amir, the perfect new best friend, to look after him and to finally take a chance with Michelle. But as Dylan sets out to make his wishes come true, he discovers that nothing about his life and no one is quite as he had always believed. Sounds good. And then the next one I have here, this one is hardcover for sure. Young adult mystery thriller. I loved this bookmark. Isn't that gorgeous? And then we have Stash Peppermint Caffeine-Free Tea. And I don't really like peppermint, but if I'm sick, I will mix a peppermint tea. One of the nurses I used to work with she did that for me once when I didn't feel good. It was peppermint tea, lemonade, and a citrus tea, and it is so good and it helped a lot. Anyway, this is 2022. It says it's a New York Times best-selling author. Now that she is moving home and starting her dream internship at a true crime show, she is committed to uncovering the truth. The kids who discovered him include her ex-best friend. 4 years ago, a murder went unsolved and the perpetrator may be closer than expected. Yeah, so this one's 12. So yeah, that must be what it is. It's 12 for hardcover, 10 for paperback, which you guys know hardcover alone goes for like over 20 bucks usually. Like The Bachelor. Actually, let me look. Went to The Bachelor. So this one went for $25 new. Like when it first came out. So now let's see. Oh my God. What book we have here. Young adult mystery thriller. Has to deal with true crime. Wait a minute. I might have this one. But that's okay. That's the chance you take sometimes when you buy these blind dates with the book. I can see it's a Karen M. McManus book. I do have a few of her books. Let me get this off. I love Karen M. McManus. Ooh, I might not have this one. I don't think so. I have to double check. But it says, no, I don't think I do. Nothing More to Tell. I can't think of one is called like The Cousins, I think. And I have another one. I'm 99.9% certain she is the author of the series we read for book club. If you're part of my book club here on YouTube, it was, oh my God, what was it called? One of Us is Lying, One of Us is Next. Yes. And then One of Us is something. It was a trilogy. And I loved that series. Oh yeah, One of Us is Lying. It says it right here. Keep your head down and get your story straight. So, Brian left St. Ambrose School following the shocking murder of his favorite teacher, a story that had made headlines after the teacher's body was found by 3 St. Ambrose students in the woods behind their school. The case was never solved. Now that Brian is moving home and starting her dream career, is it Brian? Brynn? Breen? I don't know. At a true crime show, she's determined to find out what really happened. The kids who found Mr. Larkin are her way in, and her ex-best friend, Trip Talbot, was one of them. Without his account of the events, the other 2 kids might have gone down for Mr. Larkin's murder. But instead, thanks to Trip, they're now at the top of the St. Ambrose social pyramid. Trip's friends have never forgotten what he did for them that day, and neither has he. Just like he hasn't forgotten that everything he told the police was a lie. Digging into the past is bound to shake up the present, and when Bryn begins to investigate what happened in the woods that day, she uncovers secrets that might change everything about St. Ambrose, about Mr. Larkin, and about her ex-best friend, Trip Talbot. 4 years ago, someone got away with murder. More terrifying is that they might be closer than anyone thinks. Ooh, I'm really glad I got this one, because I love me some Karen McManus, and I'm almost certain that not one I own, which is good. All right, we got one more regular one before we get into my big fat one. So this one is Young Adult Contemporary Romance, 2006. And it says, when it comes to girls, he is always getting dumped. This one just sounded like cute and funny. On a road trip a mile from home, this anagram-happy, washed-up child prodigy has $10,000 in his pocket, a bloodthirsty feral hog on his trail, and an overnight Judge Judy loving best friend. Will he finally win him the girl? That's my cats, guys. Sorry. So we have Pure Peppermint Tea, this cute little floral bookmark. Let's see. Joe's laughing. Are you laughing at the cats, Joe? And let's see what book we got. I have the collars here if you want to put them on. Huh? I have the collars here if you want to put them on after. I just showed it to them. An Abundance of Catherines. Oh, John Green. He's the author of The Fault in Our Stars. I have never heard of this book, but I did love The Fault in Our Stars. 19 Catherines and counting. When it comes to relationships, Colin Singleton's type is girls named Catherine. And when it comes to girls named Catherine, Colin is always getting dumped. 19 times to be exact. On a road trip miles from home, this anagram-happy, washed-up child prodigy has $10,000 in his pocket, a bloodthirsty feral hog on his trail, and an overweight Judge Judy loving best friend riding shotgun, but no Catherines. Colin is on a mission to prove the theorem of underlining Catherine predictability, which he hopes he will predict the future of any relationship and avenge dumpies everywhere, and they finally win him the girl. I'm excited to read that. I love John Green. So yeah, I loved all the books I've gotten, and then this last stack was the most expensive. So I had told her, I was like, oh, is it a whole series when it's like this? She said, read the hint. It'll either say whole series or first few books. There was one that said first few books, but I really wanted a whole series. They both sounded good. Originally, I was going to get both of them, but since that other one wasn't a whole series, pretty sure I knew what the other one was. I think it was, oh my God, the name of the series isn't coming to me now. It was a Heartbreaker. It's a graphic novel. It was listed as a graphic novel about an LGBTQ. It's like two male characters, Charlie and something, in a high school setting. Which I kind of always wanted to get those books, but I wasn't 100% sure it was those books. And it also, like I said, it wasn't the whole series. So I ended up going with this one. So this one, it was $35. I'm not sure how many books are. Actually, I won't tell you right now. There's 3 books in here because there's 3 different years here. That's how I know. So it says hardcover 2018, 2019, and 2020. So for 3 books, $35, and they're hardcover books. I have a whole series. That is not bad. We have a Lady Grey tea, and we have another cute sunflower floral bookmark. And it says romance, mystery, chick lit. So these are like I love a good mystery. I love romance. I love like chick lit books. So this is like all 3 blended into one. And it says it's a national best-selling series. On a cold, snowy night, celebrating the new year, her world shatters with a devastating phone call about her husband's death in a helicopter crash. Upon arriving at a distant paradise, she and her son uncover her husband's secret lie. They need to confront the truth about their families and their futures. And at the bottom, in this like bluish green, it says complete trilogy. So I'm very curious to see what books these are. Let's see what we got. This is the first time I've ever bought in a full series from them. They've had these before, but I don't know, I just never wanted to like invest the money. But since I didn't, usually when I go to these, I buy from like a lot of tents. This time I didn't, so I was like, and it was like the last tent I hit. So I said, you know what, all I bought is 2 collars, a mallard duck, and a $5 cup. I was like, you know what, let's do it. And the girl I purchased everything from, she was so happy. And it was really right at the end. She's like, okay, we can pack up now. She's like, you helped me hit my goal. Thank you so much. All right, so we got, it was wrapped twice. Probably to keep it nice and safe because these are quite heavy. Oh, I have not read any Ellen Hildebrand, but I do own some of her books. I have a friend who is obsessed with her. Actually, my in-person book club, somebody recommended some of her books because she has a lot of books that are like summer themed, as you can tell even right from here on the beach. So this one is What Happens in Paradise. And it says author of Summer of 69 and Winter in Paradise. I have Summer of 69, I'm almost certain. Winter in Paradise. Oh, and it's a Book of the Month Club edition. And then Troubles in Paradise by the author of What Happens in Paradise and 28 Summers. I think 28 Summers is the other one I have. So I think this is an author I'm really going to love. A lot of her books I set, like, they're like vacation-y summer reads. I want to say they're set in like Nantucket. Yeah, she does in her books. Set in Nantucket, Hildebrand excelled at establishing a setting that will inspire wanderlust, which I love that kind of stuff because I am from Massachusetts. You know, Martha's Vineyard's not that far from me. We're definitely like a peachy area. So I am really glad I ended up picking these up because she's an author I had been wanting to read for a while. Now I have a whole series from her, so I'm gonna have a whole little section of her on my bookshelf. And it sounds really, really good. I didn't know she did like mysteries. I thought she just did romances. So this was an amazing collection to pick up. So glad I got it. So I got the 3 Ellen Hildebrand books. I got a message from my friend. I wonder if she's read these. I know she loves her. I got the book by John Green, An Abundance of Catherines. That sounded funny. The Karen M. McManus book, which I love her as an author. Nothing more to tell. This was definitely a good score. I got Bachelor's Nation, which I really enjoy, like romance reality TV, so I'm sure I will like that. When My Dog Bites. We got 2 book sleeves, 2 bookmarks. Then the free bookmarks these come with, the tea packets these come with. And then from the 2 books, I said that, the 2 book sleeves. And then from the other vendors, we got the Cinderella cup, which I am going to give to my friend tomorrow. We got the mallard duck, and then we got the collars for the kitties. So it was a very successful supporting small business, a vendor fair kind of day. That is going to be it for this video. So like I said, you guys should be seeing this on Tuesday. Tomorrow will be the empty apartment tour. I do have it all filmed. Obviously, now it's not empty. Just got to edit it. And then hopefully Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you guys will see on back-to-back vlogs so we can be in real time very soon. Because the last time, the vlog you guys should see first is like a Valentine's Day vlog. And I did not film. I took the month off from like mid-March to mid-April because life was getting really hard. Me and Joe were not happy where we were living, hence why we're somewhere new now. You guys are going to see all that pan out in the vlogs. So I'm only going to need to show you like 2 more vlogs in February, maybe 2 from March. And then boom, we'll be at end of May, June, and we will be 100% caught up. So you guys can see all of the moving content. So if you enjoy moving content, definitely consider subscribing because that will all be out very, very soon. Thank you for sticking out with me, guys, loving me, showing me the support with the older vlogs. I really appreciate it. I had some really good content I didn't want to just delete. I wanted to still show it to you guys, even though life got kind of crazy there for a while. I am done with work as of Friday. So, I mean, life isn't going to it should get easier in a way. I mean, I'm still going to be unpacking and organizing, and I'll be a little overwhelmed, but at least I won't be working. I can just focus on this, and I hopefully am going to be happier with where I'm living. I already feel happier. I mean, I'm still overwhelmed because I have stuff in 2 different houses, but for the most part, I think this is the reset, the refresh that me and Joe really needed, so the rest of 2025 can be a lot better for us, because the beginning of 2025, I can't believe we're 6 months in already, but the first 6 months was rough. So hopefully it only goes up from here. Again, I appreciate the love and support, guys. If you're new to the channel, you've never watched me before, and you like moving content, definitely consider subscribing because there is going to be plenty of that soon, guys. Be safe.